On first down, Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Claim success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Here's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Carr to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That's once again complete to Chark.
Touchdown! Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they could try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And
I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? The game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On second down, a run with Hall. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Whoa. No. 13.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And Jackson throwing once more. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hey, no.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Carr going to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Lowe. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Hey, no.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is dropped it incomplete.